Hi, I'm Bill Moore, and I'm on a mission to bring alpha to your trading through the power of relative value analysis. If you're looking for candlestick patterns, then you're going to have to look somewhere else. But if you are looking to start trading like a professional, then stick around. So I was looking back through products that we had traded previously profitably, and I found an interesting one. This is one that was closed, I don't know, a couple months ago. Maybe not quite a couple months, but in any case, it was in the utilities basket. So I went and I ran the utilities basket with no filters. And of course, we have 300 or so different things to look at. But let's set it for our normal set of filters and see if we can find the one that I was looking for. That didn't work. Oh, I know why it didn't work. This is utilities, remember? Utilities have hardly ever a big expectation value. They're so tight with each other. With utilities, you have very, very low risk, but on the other hand, and this is often coupled right with low risk, you also have not as much return possibilities. So let's set this one time. Okay, so we've narrowed it down a little bit, and let's see what we find here. Here it is. PNW CNP. We traded this one before. We made a nice profit, not a huge profit, but a nice profit. Very strong correlation, very good RW coefficient, 6 winners previously. Everything looks good here. And I think it's moved out to a place where we would like to trade it again. So this is the kind of picture you see with utilities quite a lot, right? And this is the perfect pairs looking trade. The only thing is, if we actually measure the distance between the peaks here, it's not as much as with other industry groups. But the other side of that coin, of course, is a lot less risk. So kind of like money in the bank when you find utilities that are in a good spot. So in any case, it has jumped up the past couple of days. Okay, it's not quite out to the second standard deviation yet, but it does look pretty good. So let's take a look at it in the observe page. There it is. So yeah, so we had a big jump up, looks like on Thursday, and then another jump up on Friday. Obviously we'd want to keep an eye on it, right, to decide whether it's right to get into it today, but it looks like it kind of at least slowed down a little bit in that huge move up. But in any case, the connection between these two products is very strong, and I'm going to be looking for getting into it if it looks like it's turning around at all. So let's take a look at it in the hitting probabilities. Where was it? Here we go. So a very strong mean reversion, right? Which from that picture, this is you would expect this, and run it with 10,000. So it's showing that we're going to be below the current price, which is 3.37, 85% of the time. So that's very strong. That's good numbers. And getting back all the way to the mean, which probably we won't target that far. It's saying we'll get there half the time at 54 bars or less, and the mode being 27 bars. But the thing, as I mentioned with utilities, is that normally we like the expectation value to be a 5% right return, and here we have right at 3%. And again, that's very normal with utilities, right? You always have a trade-off in this world between risk and return. Utilities are really, really low risk, but less potential profit. So, but I'm happy with those. I like money in the bank, and the utilities feel like that most of the time to me. So we're going to make this the recommendation. Let's go take a look at it one more time back over here. PNW versus CNP, right? It's got a correlation of 0.88, RW coefficient of 0.77. You know, the only reason they don't have a higher correlation and a higher RW coefficient is because they're actually in slightly different geographies, right? PNW primarily being in the southwest and CNP being more in the southeast, let's say. But otherwise, very good numbers, a beautiful, beautiful picture. And the track record is almost perfect. It did have a loser. It looks like 2.5 years ago there was one loser. But since then, it has had a perfect track record. And it's currently in a position where, not quite to the second standard deviation, but something that we are going to watch, and if it turns around, we're going to put on a trade. So today's recommendation, PNW minus 3.08 of CNP. It is a short, so for every share of PNW that you sell, you're going to buy 3.08 shares of CNP. Good luck with your trading.